Aparicio and Octavius roll like tides. College days, Clark, Atlanta, where
The brothers are back. And this Friday at 8 p.m., the energy goes all the way up with special guest DJ Rich Sample. Watch DJ Rich light up the club, hit the wheels of steel, and join the brothers for a must-see conversation. Catch the brothers on Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. And for more episodes and updates, visit www.brotHaz.com.
The Brothers Show is for informational and entertainment purposes only. All content, including but not limited to audio, video, transcripts, graphics, logos, and show formats, is the sole and exclusive property of TWF Productions, and is protected by copyright and trademark laws. No part of this program may be reproduced, distributed, or transmitted in any form without the express written permission of the firm. Any opinions expressed by hosts, cats, or guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of TWF Productions. By appearing on this program, guests acknowledge that TWF Productions retains all rights to the recording and may use, edit, and distribute the content in perpetuity across any and all media platforms. TWF Productions makes no guarantees regarding the accuracy or completeness of the information shared. Under no circumstances shall the company be liable for any losses or damages resulting from your reliance on the information provided in this program. Lastly, the content provided does not constitute legal, financial, or professional advice. Your use of this information, or any communication with the hosts or guests via this program, does not create an attorney-client relationship between you and the Weems firm, PC, or any of its attorneys.
Is my king, he is my one. Yes, he's my father, yes, he's my son. I can talk to him, cause he understands everything I go through and everything I am. He's my support system, I can't live without him. The best thing since sliced bread is his kiss, his hugs, his lips, his touch. And I just want the whole world to know about my black brother. I love you and I'll never try to hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true. Cause you're my black brother, strong brother, and there is no one above you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true.
Aparicio and Octavius roll like tides. College days, Clark, Atlanta, where it all collides. Fred stepped in, the trio came alive. 3 voices, 1 mic, now the stories thrive. Late nights, deep talks, the bonds grew tight. From dorm room dreams to the podcast light. Brotherhood on air, we laugh, we share. Spinning life stories, no truth left spare. Brotherhood on air, pull up a chair. 3 minds, 1 heart, we're everywhere. Brotherhood on air, we laugh, we share.
Yo. Welcome back to the Brothers. This is the Love Doc. Just checking in with you all. Remember to like and subscribe to us. What is it on IG, TikTok, Facebook? Tune in to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Like and subscribe if you're not a hater. Brothers, how y'all doing today, man? Wonderful Friday, right?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
It's Friday.
Long week.
Long week.
Yes,
Light traffic, long week.
It has been light traffic all week. That is right.
Traffic.
I hear got
that
you
was.
What?
Everybody got scared from 404 day.
I know, right?
Hey. I mean, 404 Day was cool, right? It was no drama.
Somebody got shot. Everybody in the city got shot.
Yeah.
ATL showed out.
Look, I know what's our boy? Offset got shot.
Oh yeah. Owing people money.
Yeah,
people money, man.
He was at a casino in Florida.
Yeah. Him and gambling. I don't know what that man be doing, man.
Never ends well.
Never ends
well.
Didn't his brother get shot from a gambling game? Because of him, though, right? Because of
him.
Yeah.
You thought that was outside shooting craps, right?
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Outside, outside shooting craps. And I think his brother
his attitude is what did it.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
Listen, we got some other things in the works. Y'all heard about what's going on with one of our D9 organizations, AKA's booking Trick Daddy, and it's hitting social media right now like a quiet storm. I think it might take over Chile for a minute.
But I don't think it's gonna take over Chile. I thought it was gonna die down. It still hadn't died.
I wanna share this with y'all because when we think about AKAs, we think of distinguished ladies, and and I was just shocked that they even had Trick Daddy to perform at their conference. So I have mixed views. I want to hear what you guys what you think about it before I share my point. We got that B-roll tape. Pull it up.
Wait, I know.
Go ahead, Fred.
Now, before we do that, I know Weems want to shout out someone special to him before we kind of get into the business, because news, man.
Yeah, man. I wanted to just give a special shout out to the one and only Angie Stone, because it's been now, I guess, about a little over a year since we lost Angie, right? And thinking about that and kind of being somber and thinking about stuff that she would have done or stuff that she had done or stuff that it takes a while to. All right, fellas. So before we go to hot topics, I want to give a shout out. It's been a little over a year since we lost Angie. On Tuesday of this week, one of her best friends, her sister, her bandmate, her assistant, her road manager, Gwendolyn Chisholm, also known as Blondie, got her wings. And anybody who knew Angie Stone knew Blondie, because Blondie was always with Angie. And, Blondie was just always there. She was always Angie's right hand. They fought like sisters. They loved like sisters. They were definitely, sisters in every sense of the word. So I want to definitely make sure that we give some love and shout out to Blondie, because she definitely deserved it. 1/3 of the iconic original girls rap group, The Sequence, gonna rock you right on up. I'm gonna find that going out on one of our breaks, and I'm gonna play it so we can honor the Sequence. There's only one of them left, and that's Cheryl the Pearl. So your Godspeed to our sister Blondie, and we will definitely go into our hot topic.
Tell me what's your hot topic? Got me hooked like I can't stop it. Every word, every drop it. Feels like love, feels like love.
Now, and our hot topic is about your boy Trick Daddy.
Trick Daddy.
Trick love the kids.
Trick love the AKA.
Love the K.
Don't let him get it.
Trick love the K.
Trick Daddy is on fire right now, man, with this situation with Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. I don't know what to say. I'm a little speechless, but it's two sides to this. I want to show the clip that went viral first, right? It's important that I show that one first. Can we get that B-roll on up here?
But let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I like that talk, that B-roll.
I like that. Yeah, edit the B-roll. Yeah, I'm learning, man.
A conference and they shut the concert down.
Pink. They about to give my mama a heart attack. What do you say? Everybody leaving. What's going on? What do you say? All my ladies run this motherfucker. What? Everybody in here 60 years old. You want your coochie ate, put your hands up. Yo. It's crazy. That's crazy. Down to the AKA conference. It's wild. And the funny thing is, he was like, many people in here 60. Trick Daddy 52. 52. They were clutching their pearls. Literally. The AKAs were grasping at their pearls. Listen to the end when it got shut down. We went a little too far. We went a little too far indeed. The funny thing is, in the apology letter, the lady was like, look, man, we told him, what to do, what not to do. Our stuff was not respected. This is Trick Daddy. Wow.
All right, before y'all go there, Trick Daddy ain't going out without a fight. Trick Daddy had a response. And I believe he
responded?
Oh, he responded, bro. In Trick Daddy's way.
That video, though.
Yeah, we have it.
Hey, let's do it. Let's second one. I see Trick Daddy said.
Yeah.
Trick Daddy said he wanted money.
Daddy don't suffer fools, man.
Trick love the kid, but he, don't play with him.
Don't play with his money. His contract.
My records. You should have known that when you booked me. But don't put out no statement talking about you told me what the motherfucker, you gave me a playlist. You can't give me no motherfucking playlist. This ain't your wedding.
For my amusement, play the other one because I want to show the other side of the AKAs. I want to show the other side. We seen the one with the AKAs walking out. But have you seen the one with the AKAs turned up?
He's starting to war.
AK friends. When we come home, come to AKs, like, look at him.
I did hear some people saying, hell yeah.
I heard. Yeah, somebody was with it. Was it one of those 60-year-old women?
It was the Miami. It was a Miami AKA.
Was it one of those 60-year-old women?
Hey, come on, getting it in. Let's see what this is about. Oh,
hold on.
Trick Daddy releases video after being criticized for his performance at the AKA convention.
Oh, they dancing.
So here's the thing. To whoever your organization is, I don't care if you're the director, the president, I don't give a what you is to this organization. Don't use my name to save face for your mother stuff. Don't lie on me.
Dancing now.
Oh, wow.
Set it up.
I got some people in there dancing.
Okay.
All right. Hold on. That looks completely different.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I think he did the stroll off, right? So I think they were doing a stroll off, and he had came in, and it seemed like that's the younger crowd.
Yeah. The stroll off don't include hunting. They was enjoying it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it just depends. Like it seems to be some. I see why Trick is upset.
Yeah.
Thank you, App, because I hadn't seen that perspective looking out from the stage. They were packed. They were strolling up doing all that stuff, but they caught maybe it was the tail end
of
Mhm.
his performance. And I
Y'all
jumped
know
all
what
the
this
way in here.
was. Stop playing. Y'all
Well,
don't went
listen.
to fraternity conventions, and you got the older bruhs, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Them ones that got the gold pins.
Mightier than
They
thou.
sit up in the front. They won't let nobody else up in the front. And then, Frank and Beverly Mays come on, and they all doing this. But as soon as, New Edition come on, they turn their head,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they
It's a
just got up
generational
and
thing,
walked
I think.
out.
Yeah,
I think so
aristocrats.
too.
Yeah.
So what else?
I started to say it was a generational thing, but I can't say that because this young generation, they just learned about Trick Daddy. The crowd that they talking about was walking out, no Trick Daddy. They know.
True.
If you in your
No, they
60s, your
don't.
50s, in your 30s, maybe your
No,
40s,
not them 70-year-olds.
they
don't know
know
who
about
Trick Daddy is.
they know who Trick Daddy and
They
Uncle
know who
Luke
this
is.
women. They know
Let that
Trick
Freaknik
But
video
they said
come out.
Uncle Luke performed too.
And they said they like Uncle Luke. They said they was with Uncle Luke. He didn't have no backlash.
But Uncle
Because I
Luke
think he did
also
a clean
running for
show.
political office
Right.
down there, so he probably
Right.
cleaned his lyrics up.
Yeah, he not the same Uncle Luke we know of.
No,
Trick
he's not.
Daddy, know he shouldn't have been doing that though, y'all.
No,
But he wore
but
pink.
No.
I think it's more about what Weem said, because as you can see from that video,
Yeah.
they was all with it. And they panned back. At first you couldn't see, but they panned back and it was the whole room. Right? So that is bad publicity on the part of AKA and whatever old heads had that issue, because it seems like the majority of them people were standing up, strolling, pictures, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? So
And Dr. White has sat on a board, so he know what this stuff look like from the other
Yeah.
end, from the
yeah,
political.
I do know what it looks like from the other end. So App, that is a good thing that you pulled that video for us to see it, because if we just went off that one view, then that's all we would know. It'd be all this outrage. However, with the other view, seemed like they was with it.
Yeah.
Hey, but you don't talk to the K's like that, Trick.
Yeah.
Hey, Trick don't care who
don't care about
the
the K's.
organization. I don't care if he was the president, director, whatever. Anybody can get. He almost went Tupac owner.
Trick, you don't talk to the K's like that, Trick.
You can't talk to the K's like that, Trick.
Can't talk to the K's like
But
that.
did Trick get paid? Are they holding his money?
Yeah. No, he got
Trick
paid.
Okay.
he will get paid.
No, Trick got paid.
Oh,
Yeah,
There
he'll
was gonna
get
be no
he
more
gonna get his money.
convention if Trick didn't get paid.
He got paid before he showed up, huh, Wings?
Yeah. So I
My
find
man
this
be feeling-
interesting. Fred, we have a special guest coming up, and I guess it's only right that the topics that we're talking about tonight kind of go into this. I love to hear his perspective whenever we come on. So tell us about it, Fred.
Pretty much, man, we got my brother DJ Rich. I've known him for about 20 plus years. He's from Hollis, Queens, New York. During the golden age of hip hop is what his bio say. The golden age. I wonder what that means. I'm definitely gonna ask him about that. But DJ Rich Sample, which is what he goes by, he started his career and he's been in 30 years in the business. He's done everything from concerts to block parties to weddings to Sweet 16s. You could go on. His bio gets longer and longer by the minute. But he has been doing live stage audio engineering as well. He attended Five Towns College for Business Administration with a concentration on audio engineering, where he began working designing AV systems for churches, auditoriums, fitness gyms, and lounges. Many operating, but not limited to the East Coast region. Camp Entertainment, which is his business, is more than capable of providing expert level entertainment with professional poise. Okay, I want to introduce to the people that we're going to talk about entertainment and side house hustles of the entertainment business. So on the other side, we'll have DJ Rich in the panel. We got two great people that are involved with entertainment. And me and Dr. White, we're gonna listen and learn tonight.
Yeah,
on the side.
listening and talking on this one.
Spinning life stories, no truth left spare. Brotherhood on air. Pull up a chair, 3 minds, 1 heart. We're everywhere. Brotherhood on air. We laugh, we share. Spinning life stories, no truth.
Man, Trick Daddy don't came in and
Got his money.
Yo, Trick ain't play.
Brothers, you fellas looking sharp today with our pastel colors for the first part of spring after the winter we had in certain parts of the country.
College days, Clark, Atlanta, where it all collides.
When you're too hot or your nights are too cold, call heating and air conditioning. Cause what I've always been told, when your HVAC system is on the blink, call George is what I think. Before you even hang up the phone, it's George from Heating and Air Conditioning. Ink is at your home, great prices, professional work.
Call us today to get your heating and air conditioning system serviced.
Hardware everywhere.
Come on, Craig, get your
Fred, don't even do it.
The beat ain't dropped yet.
Gotta do it? No. That's right.
How you got a friend at the DJ and you ain't got no rhythm?
I got frat brothers that ain't got no rhythm. Yeah, you know? My profile ain't gave me no rhythm.
Hey, bro, that's your mama and your daddy fault, bro. Don't put that on us. That's genetic.
Chris, somebody should have taught you to rock to the beat.
You can't even get that. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of America. Welcome back to the brothers. Though we being a little silly, but listen, we're here, and I'm gonna punt this off to my boy Hawk. Hawk, you talked about our guests, but tell us who's gonna be joining us.
All right, everyone. Like I said before the break, we got a DJ Rick Sample. He's gonna come give us a little knowledge about the money that he make, how we can make money, and we're gonna go over how people are making money in this entertainment business and industry and where we're going. So let's welcome our guest, DJ Rick Sample. Did I do it right?
Greetings, everyone. How y'all doing?
Thank you for joining the show. Thank you, brother. I've known you for a while. You know all these brothers on the platform. Well, we met earlier. But tonight we gonna jump into your world a little bit, man. When we hear entertainment, we think of the big movie stars and the people that are in front of the camera. But we forget that the people behind the camera, they make a little bit of money as well, right? So we want to hear some of the side hustles. I know you I call you an Army Swiss knife because you do a little bit of everything. I've heard you got 30 years in the game in the entertainment business. Not as a singer or a rapper or things of that nature, but the DJ, man. Everybody loves the DJ in the club.
Sometimes.
Right. We're gonna talk about that too. While y'all don't play the songs we be asking y'all to play.
No.
But well, we want you to kind of come on and let us know about your early stage, and then we're gonna ask just some regular questions, just have a conversation, and just be on the lounge, man. And we're gonna have a good time tonight. All right, bro?
I'm here to talk. Let's do it. First of all, peace to y'all. Appreciate y'all having me on. First and foremost, CAMP stands for Creative and Motivated People. I'm originally from Hollis, Queens, New York. 80s baby. My first DJ teacher was Jam Master J. Okay, I go back from that far. Yeah. Did some internships. I worked with, I don't want to name drop, but Q-Tip is one of my mentors. Okay. I'll just put it there. The reason why I like to talk about this topic is because a lot of people think that they can buy a laptop, they can buy specifically from the pandemic. When we were all locked in the house, everybody had, D-Nice on, or they had Jazzy Jeff on, and then everybody was like, oh, great. Let me go spend my little check Go to Guitar Center, go to Amazon. It'll come right to my house. I ain't even got to put on a mask to go outside. I got a laptop. I got music. I can DJ.
Yeah.
Well, down here in Atlanta, well, in the southern region in general, but specifically Atlanta and Florida, it felt like we really didn't close at all. I mean, maybe 9-10 weeks at best.
Yeah.
We were stuck in the house, and we went crazy too. But it wasn't like back home in New York where people, I mean, businesses closed down 5, 6, 7 months. You know, completely rearranged the game to come back. So everybody got equipment. Everybody tried to get on live, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and this is where I guess it comes into y'all, because when it came to licensing of music, if you didn't have that in writing, if you didn't have those sponsorships, Facebook, Instagram shut you down quick.
Yeah.
You, like, before you got your first zugga, that was it. No recording, no nothing. You didn't even get a chance to do a reel. That was it.
Yeah.
And what happened was, then, you know, people tried, and it's not to discourage, but the thing is, one of the things that I want to tell people in entertainment, first of all, entertainment in and of itself is a wide world. You don't necessarily have to be the singer. You don't have to be the rapper. You don't have to be the DJ. You could be great with your pen and be a songwriter. Case in point, Neo was making millions before he ever got in front of the stage.
Right.
A lot of people don't know about that. They just think, oh, the guy that's getting paid, the woman that's getting paid is the person on the stage. Not true at all. Even in the DJ world, when I started back 90s, there was only 3 types of DJs. Either you were a radio disc jockey, which was hard to do. You were a wedding DJ or a corporate DJ, or you were a tour DJ where you had a specific artist. Example, Eric B. and Rakim. To this day, nobody knows what Eric B. sounds like.
That's true.
He literally was just standing there, but he was nice as far as DJing was concerned. Now, it's totally different. You have what are known as turntablists, guys that literally just practice scratching and cutting, and they do, in fact, there's like 3 competitions coming up in Atlanta in the next 2 weeks, where literally they don't do clubs. They literally just scratch and, you know, and perform and do competitions. The other thing is, for those who are playing video games and things like that, I know about the video game scheme. DJ Green Lantern, famous New York mixtape DJ, he DJ'd, he did the music for Grand Theft Auto for like the last 3. I think he did Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and 4.
Rick, what is money in that? Because I'm always interested in the money part.
So I'm gonna tell you. So specifically, when you want to talk about money. So to answer your question, when it came to Green Lantern, he's never had to go back into anybody's club ever again.
Yeah.
Right now, video games makes more money than radio, movies, and music combined. Period.
More than movies?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. So I know you also I read your bio. You also did some been part of bands, and I guess setting up and break it down. Let us know a little bit about that and the difference between DJing and then
audio engineering. Okay, so audio engineering, you do have your studio audio engineers who you know, once the producers, once the singers or the rappers, they record. It's their job to make everything cohesive and sound good. Okay, that's the bare bones of audio engineering. But when you're doing live sound, you're doing everything on the fly. So if you have a band or anyone performing, it could be even a speech. Okay, long story short, making sure if they're walking around with wireless mics, making sure the mics sound good. No feedback when they're walking in between monitors.
Oh wow.
A lot of things now are, you know, with Bluetooth and doing AV and doing both things at the same time. If there's a PowerPoint, making sure everything is in sync.
what we're doing now as far as streaming and podcasting. There's audio engineers that do that. And you can make money. You can make a decent living and literally stay behind the scenes. You don't necessarily have to be, you know, even in the top 20 and make a great life and a great living for yourself.
So how do you get that training? What does that training look like? Is it like a formal, you go to school, or is it like you apprentice under somebody and they train you?
It's both. It's both. Again, back in the day, there wasn't that. 90s, there wasn't that. The closest you came to was mass communications. That was the closest you came to it, or audio engineering. But they never looked at DJing or looked at the behind the scenes work as an art form. Now that's not the case. You can actually, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, you can they have Google certifications now where you can do 10 weeks and literally just give you the basics and you can get that under your belt. Like you said, though, the best way, I'm from old school when it comes to apprenticeship. Find a local company, find an amphitheater, find a small off-Broadway or just, you know, community theater. There's someone who does audio. There's someone that they hire to do the mics, to do the lighting, to do, you know, everything that's needed. If you want to learn, go that way. And that's my message. If I had my 2 cents, please learn your craft. Please, oh my God, please, please learn your craft.
Yeah.
I can't say it no harder than that and give any more that. You know, that's the reason why the crowd shouts things like "kill the DJ." Things like, I mean, because you have guys that will come on because they had a laptop or because they like their certain songs and they're used to playing at their family barbecue. They think that means that they're a DJ. And that can be a start. Okay. But you have things like the Scratch Academy, you have SCAD. I was teaching kids. It's one of the places that I met Fred. I was teaching kids audio engineering, DJing, and intro to music production. Besides DJing, I play 2 instruments. I read music.
Yeah.
I can tell you now, more than half the people that you see in these clubs right now couldn't tell you how to even put a record on an actual turntable, let alone read music. So you'd be surprised.
Hey, Rick, I think I've got a question. I'm gonna let him jump in.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you, so even them going to school and stuff, how important is it for, when you talk about sound engineering or engineering period, for them to develop that ear, right? I remember working with Alvin Spikes back in the day, and he was just such a phenomenal engineer. And what I used to always ask him is like, he would say engineers are like ninjas, right? They're the silent assassin. They're the one that make the producer sound good.
That's the best way I've ever heard it.
Yeah, they make the producer sound good, the artist sound good. They create that masterpiece, but the producer will get all the credit. And unless you in those inner circles, you don't know which engineer to go to. And you're looking for the engineer that has that ear. You can push all the buttons in the world. How important is that, though? And it may go along with what you're saying, studying up under somebody to help you develop it. But I want to hear it from your perspective.
So I'm gonna just throw it back on y'all. Have you ever been to a party where, or let's take it to a venue. Have you ever been to a venue where the location was great, the ambiance was nice, everybody's dressed nice, the food was great, the prices were great, but the DJ sucked? Okay. Now there's 2 parts to that, because everybody would just say, "Oh, it didn't sound right in here." The DJ could be doing his or her thing, but if the speakers are off, if the bass is too loud, if you're sitting 3 feet from the person you came with and you have to shout at them, that's how important the audio engineering is. Audio engineering, they're like, I've never heard it that way, but that is probably the best example. They are ninjas. You're not going to know. In fact, the way that I was always taught, I don't care who the singer and the producer is. I worry about, does the producer know the good audio engineer, the best audio engineer? Because whatever they do on stage, the audio engineer is the one that's got to make them sound good.
Yeah.
To the masses.
Yeah. So I have a question, DJ Rich. How do DJs look at other DJs? There seems to be this thing of DJs who come in, put on the CD that they've already pre-recorded, and then they still up there, or they're on their laptop or whatever. But then you get the DJs who mix it up live, like. And I saw you kind of start laughing. Do y'all side eye to people who do that?
We
How does it work?
we laugh at them. We make fun of them. We call them instant DJs. Just add water. Because that is a lost art. The way that you are supposed to look at DJs, and I put it into. I'm actually teaching a couple people now. The way that I put it is, it is your job to get everybody on the same page. So what do I mean by that? If I'm in a club, the person who just lost his or her job has got to be on the same page with the person who's celebrating their 40th birthday.
Whoa.
And the only difference is they're sitting maybe 5 or 6 bar stools away from each other.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
Damn.
Wow. That makes a lot of
And
sense.
you can put it, and you can wave it in between. My condolences, but imagine you were at, you're with your family and you just lost somebody close. And you and your cousins and you were, y'all, look, let's
Thank you.
We did the family thing. Let's just go out and get a drink.
Yeah.
You go to a restaurant, they have a DJ there. How do you get them on par with the person that is celebrating getting a new job? Or maybe they're getting depressed because somebody's there who's getting a divorce. Like it's all of these life situations, because life is happening. These different age groups. You got the 21-year-old who wants to turn up, and then you got the 50-year-old who wants to sit down.
The Trick Daddy show.
You have all of
Trick Daddy show.
That's what I was thinking about.
I'm gonna leave that alone. We'll come back to that. But that's part of the other thing of what I was talking about, and goes into your question. When it came to learning your craft, there is a way, even then, there is a way to have songs like Trick Daddy and Juvenile and all these things. It's not that, vulgar music or even, considered raunchy music or trap music, those themes didn't exist. Those themes were still there. Papa was a Rolling Stone. That ain't new.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just not. I'm your Pusher Man. That is literally 4 generations from Dope Man T.I. Same message. Same exact message. But how do you weave it in there where it's palatable to the ear of the auntie or the grandma that's 60 and the, in this case with the AKA, the Neo that just crossed and she 19.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
Yep.
Wow.
I like these questions. Oh, keep them coming.
I got a question. So when did you get your love? When did it start, your love? Because you got to have a love for music, a love for. When did it build up inside of you? What age, or can you highlight, identify an age, or was it a person in your life that was influential?
All of the above. All of the above. So again, from Hollis, Queens, the golden era, meaning that 2nd to 3rd generation. I would say second Run DMC album. I would say KRS. I would say, I grew up literally around the corner from Ja Rule, but went, to school with Lloyd Banks' brothers and things. So that was a little dicey time around then. But, and then I would spend my summers in Augusta with my grandparents. So I would be back and forth. So I would, I lived in Queens and grew up in Queens, but my summers I was in DC and I was in Augusta. So then I had the go-go influence, and everybody, this is D9 related. So everybody knew what it felt like when they heard Doing the Butt or they watched School Days.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally, even to this day, that DC go-go sound, that DMV area. Like we've never heard, and we still really never heard anything like that. 10-piece band with rappers
Timbaland
and
Missy did a lot. Yeah. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just saying Timbaland and Missy whole sound was go-go.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
I never thought of that.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that. Yeah. Wow. Makes sense.
Yeah. If you strip it down to the BPMs, they started 88, 89, that kind of slower to give those pockets for that. Chuck Brown, rest in peace to him, father of go-go. Okay, yeah. Like they call me the professor for a reason.
Yeah, professor.
Okay. So to answer your question, Fred, I started when it came to or fell in love with it, not just because of where I grew up, but through history. Everything that is going on in history has had some sort of running theme and have a couple of songs that had to do with it. From Marvin Gaye to What's Going On to We Are the World, Michael Jackson. Okay. And I don't know what's happening with people's pens because they got to keep redoing What's Going On and have 1 million people still singing, but okay. It still works though. Still works.
Yeah. Still works.
But
the sample got introduced. I think that could have
that sample
have an impact.
But that's pretty much what it was. And like I said, I started playing drums in the church at 5. I went to a specialized junior high and high school. We rivaled Juilliard back in New York. And then just took off from there. Like my audio engineering partner was Adam Levine from Maroon 5.
Oh, wow.
Like it just kept weaving itself in there. And the other thing is not only just knowing just quote unquote black music, listen to everything: gospel, blues, rock, pop,
country,
alternative. And that's something that a lot of people just kind of, they got blinders on. This is what I like.
Yeah.
This is how I'm going to do it. And there's so many other ways to do it.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Well, I got another question. Money. I want to hear about the money, man. What we talking about financially?
I think he going into DJing, Doc.
Right.
All right, let's get your money. Let's get to the bag. First and foremost, you're gonna get jerked at least once or twice.
Okay.
Off the rip. There are shady people that literally make money off of people who don't know. They literally they capitalize off your ignorance. Starting out, you should know that this is one of the only professions where you're gonna spend a lot more money before you make a profit. You're going to be decent. You're gonna have to spend a good $2,000 to $5,000 just to have a decent sound, just enough for let's say a 50-person backyard barbecue. So you're gonna spend $2,000 to $5,000 between your speakers, your equipment, your business cards.
Wait, I can't just take my house speaker to the backyard and put my
you could, but that's exactly where you'll stay. You'll stay right there in that backyard. You'll be the best DJ in your cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac is wow.
But starting out, you should be somewhere between, I would say, maybe $40 to $60 an hour.
Oh, huh.
Your typical party would be 4 hours. If you're doing it a private function like a Sweet 16 or a wedding's a little different because weddings, they're astronomical now. Yeah. But they will try to jerk you for that. If you're a new DJ, hey, I'll pay you $500, and that sounds great, for starting out. But then if you just put it in the Google chat. How much is an affordable DJ for a wedding? Starting off at $1,500, $1,200, $1,500.
Yeah.
She say 500. You think you doing just the reception, and then she coming up to you. This is what I want when the bridesmaids come in. This is what I want when I come in. When my mama come in, switch to this.
And I'm sorry to say it, we the only ones that do it. Black folk, I'm sorry to say it, but we the only ones that grandma got a processional song, the pastor got his processional song, the bride, like we ain't even get to the bride and groom in the court yet. We still getting the official.
Pastor got a song?
Oh, what? I kid you not. I just did Sunday. I did a block party for a church. Not only did they have a song, they had a saxophonist, a rapper, and another singer. Out of the 4-hour gig, I may have played 70 minutes, maybe. But that's where the audio part came in, because I was able to pivot and say, okay, you really don't have me DJing. You really have me doing more sound work. I own my own equipment. So now I'm,
they can use my mics. They can,
You're using my mics. You're using my speakers. And I can charge for that.
Yeah. 2 different streams of income for one event.
You're using me as the audio engineer.
Yeah. Wow.
So now I'm getting 2 checks for the price of 1, so to speak.
God.
When?
No.
Go ahead, Fred. I know you on your money.
We're getting toward the end of the segment. I know we're getting toward the end of the segment, Rick. But I don't know if you got some words for these young people. I know everybody want to be a rapper. App is in this world, Wings is in this world. Everybody wants to be in front, and I get it. Being in front comes with the women, comes with the flash, comes with all that. But can you give some good advice to the young people or people that just want to make some money?
Hold on, let me get my pen and paper out. I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm gonna recap the things that I started out with. Which is 1, become an apprentice. Don't be too proud to learn. First thing I learned with audio engineering is how to rap chords. It literally took me 3 months how to rap chords. I didn't plug in a speaker, a mic, or nothing. 3 months of just learning how to twist and rap chords. Everything from how things are made. Okay, be an apprentice. Go make $20 an hour just running lines, taping lines down, doing sound check. Be an apprentice. Learn from somebody reputable. Pookie on the corner may have equipment, but and you can start with Pookie, but don't end and die on that hill.
Learn the cul-de-sac, right?
Be progressive. Yeah, don't just stay in the cul-de-sac. Don't just stay in. And I know you've seen them. You've seen them same guys because they work with the saxophone dude by Walmart too. I know. It's easy to do that. It is. But definitely do that. Don't be afraid to learn outside of your culture, learn outside of yourself, even if you have never been. If you have only known your 6 or 8 block radius or your 2 to 5 mile radius, don't be afraid to listen to, Caribbean music, reggae, zoot, soca. Don't be afraid to listen to, bachata, merengue.
Yeah.
Go outside. Music is worldwide. Life is lifing. And to be honest with you, there's nothing new under the sun. The way that somebody feels in Haiti is the same way that we are feeling as Americans. I heard you talk about Trump earlier. Man, oh man. That's not a true statement of what's going on. I don't know what is. Last but not least, if you focus on your craft, I'm big on craft because I'm a Mason, but if you focus on your craft, the money will come. You're going to rise to the top because those times of spending time learning how to rap chords, those things that seem like they were tedious and kind of minuscule, it's those little details that's going to take you further than the guy that you think is better than you or bigger than you.
Got it.
Be humble, stay with the details, and also read the contracts, be Have somebody else get a different set of eyes. Don't just, please do not rely on the handshake, the soul brother handshake. I got you, dog. No, put it in writing. Yeah. Put it in writing.
That's all right. That sounds good. That sounds like great advice. With that, we're gonna take a quick break and come back and talk a little bit more and wrap it up with DJ Rich Sample.
Yeah.
But going out on our break this time, we're gonna let Blondie take us out. I want to show you guys something and see if y'all recognize not only Blondie, who's in the gold suit, but a very young Angie Stone in her first iteration as a celebrity, as a rapper in the very first rap group, female rap group, I say it that way. But we're gonna take a break, ladies and gentlemen. Take a pause for the cause, and we'll be right back on the other side of it. The brothers.
Hi.
You go do it, you go do it, do it, do it. Got a quarter to six, she got in a fix, and you call, don't answer me. And you look surprised as I arrive to see me dressed to a T. You go do it, you go do it, you go do it, do it, do it. I keep going, I keep going, I keep going.
That's crazy.
I keep going, I keep going. We're gonna bump right on up, we're gonna bump you right on up.
Wow, that's crazy.
We're gonna bump you right on up. I say get up, 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 get up.
Ooh, Bruno.
We know who couldn't do that. Fred.
I got it, man.
No, they were on beat. The choreograph was on. That was all dope.
Fred, you know damn well you were
Damn well.
I heard that song before, Crazy, and I never.
You heard it from when I sued Bruno Mars,
and you kept looking through it. You had to listen for the beat, and that's where it was. I like, what?
We're gonna take a quick break, but when we return, we have a great lineup to kickstart your weekend. So grab a drink and a snack, and come right. Explore the mysteries beyond the veil with Cousins in the Cosmos, featuring Marcus, the true clairvoyant, and Osa, the spiritual healer.
Up a chair, 3 minds, 1 heart, wherever.
Oh man, welcome back. If y'all can hear what goes on the other side of the break, I don't know what would happen. Everybody, please like, subscribe, check us out on YouTube. Hey, if you missed any of our old episodes, go to YouTube. They are all up there. We got some heavy hitters up there. Please like and subscribe, and please all the above, man. We look forward to hearing from you guys. Bro mail, letters to Dr. Love. We want it all.
Why do y'all do that? That's not that man's title.
Hey, Dr. Love Doctor, the Love Doctor. The Love Doctor.
What do we call you, Hawkins Fred?
Hey, man. Hey, man. It don't change. But please.
I'm sorry, bro.
Apple, Spotify.
I'm just here bystanding.
Where we at? Facebook, YouTube,
IG.
All the above, y'all. So please like and subscribe and try to get the numbers up. Rick, thank you for coming back on the other side, brother. We're wrapping up this segment, but we did kind of lead off into giving us your final, what you would say to the younger mentees. But is there anything else that you could leave us with words of wisdom? And also, please tell us your business when you finish everything. Give us your business where people can reach you if they want to book you for all the great things that you have talked about. So go ahead, we'll let you in. And thanks for coming on the show.
Before he does that, if you don't mind, remember I asked him about before we went to break about the multiple streams of income.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could just kind of just fall in on that a little bit.
That's why I was gonna open it up. But yeah, just we're gonna talk about. You was on, your Coca-Cola. You get your Coca-Cola, but yeah, definitely talk about the multiple streams of income And any last words, and of course, let us your business.
I'm gonna multiple stream my fist upside your head.
So, so I'm gonna take it from the high school, college aspect. If you were trying to get into DJing, everybody's familiar with step squads, probates, things like that. They need songs. They need recorded songs to stroll to. They need recorded stuff to to do their routines through. If we're talking about high school and cheerleading and the booster squad.
You did Clark Atlantis too. I remember just recently you did Clark Atlantis alumni.
I did Clark Atlanta's 20-year reunion. I did that tent for their homecoming this past year. Yes, I did.
For who?
No, it was the class of was it 2005.
We just bring in an old cassette tape. We set it off on there.
I thought I saw you. You was DJing from the cul-de-sac. That was you.
Pop that cassette and set it up from the left, y'all.
Yeah. But you could definitely do that, and that's a way to start. I mean, doing recordings like that, and you don't even have to touch the internet. To this day, word of mouth is still the best way of promotion. To this day, you can have all the apps, all the cards, all the digital stuff. All it takes is one person to say, "He aight," or "She's okay," and it'll knock all of that money that you just spent. But start off small. Like I said, doing probates. Hey, what song is your line coming out to? Let me see what I could do with that. And every computer at this point, between Fruity Loops, GarageBand, Rekordbox, you can do that literally from the privacy of your own home and charge like you're doing a mixtape. Yo, $50 and I got this for you. And that's a way to start. You do enough of that. If you have enough friends that go to different colleges, and then the frats and sororities, they'll start talking. Yo, who was the person that did that at this chapter? Yo, we need him or we need her. Let me get to that $50 for that line that came out in the fall. That can sit there double and triple come the spring.
Yeah, that's crazy because you mentioned that to that point. One, when you talk about those tapes and those DVDs or CDs that they used to have, the mix CDs or the mixtapes, those were a thing of the past, but they're making a kind of a comeback. But then something you keep saying, which I think is incredible. I don't know of one female DJ that's not a celebrity.
There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. The reason for that is, number one, they're easier on the eyes. And number two, they come with less drama as far as actual fighting in the club. I'm going to tell you now, if you're a female and you want to get into DJing, you should start off anywhere between 100 to 200 an hour, just because you're a female.
That's like a male social worker, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or a male teacher, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's and because clubs don't like problems, venues don't like problems. Chances are, if you're a female DJ, even a female audio engineer, you come in, it's less arguments that they're going to have with you. And the tone that a person usually takes with you, usually, air quotes, is going to be softer. It's going to be more apathetic and, understandable whenever there's a conflict or a concern that comes up. Paris Hilton, she's thinking, and she doesn't even DJ. She literally, it was exposed that she had somebody record her stuff, and she would just put her ear and touch this and turn that. She was getting $2 million.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Say that again.
She was getting $2 million a gig.
God,
just to do this and look like she was touching and turning. And
was she even listening to anything?
Nope.
How about Idris Elba?
He's the truth.
Okay.
Idris Elba is the truth. He spins like he's another one. Shaq is the truth.
What?
Shaq can DJ, and he DJs everything. You can put him in trap music, old school beat, hip hop, or you could do EDM. He does it all.
Oh wow!
Really? Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
But then
So-
again, that goes part of knowing your craft.
So what's the average DJ make with about 10 years experience? What they looking like?
Average
around
DJ should be making 10 years experience. I'm going to say from the standpoint of down here, if they're about their hustle, they should be making anywhere between 35 to maybe 45K yearly.
part time?
Okay, Fred, that's Fred third time asking about the money. I was getting a little nervous, but he ain't going nowhere.
But so to quickly wrap up, I'm just gonna say, know your craft, learn other things, outside of the box of just what you like. So if you're DJing, learn about speakers, learn about audio, learn how to fix your own equipment. That's gonna save you money, so that you don't have to always send stuff out.
Yeah.
Have everything in writing. Be an apprentice to someone, learn from someone. And then last but not least, just keep yourself humble and focus on that. The money will come. People will, your name will get out there. People will start to talk about you. No, just focus on what it is that you need to focus on, which is the music, which is your craft, and all of it. From writing an invoice to your wiring, to your equipment, and then actually DJing or audio in this case.
Do you have apprentice, or do you accept apprentice? And if
Absolutely.
so, how would people get in touch with you?
The fastest way to get in contact with me is so on Instagram. That's the fastest way to get to me is Instagram. But is DJ Rich Sample, all one word, nothing funny. Rich, RICH SAMP, just the way it's spelled. All one word on Instagram, Facebook, and I really don't use X, but I'll accept it. But if you wanted to email me, DJ Rich Sample at Gmail, as well as Camp Tempo at yahoo.com.
Now, can you spell that out? Camp Tempo?
Camp, CAMPTEMPO, Camp Tempo at yahoo.com.
Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect.
Nice.
Thanks,
Yeah.
bro. Well, we appreciate you, brother, for being on this platform, man. You have enlightened us on many different avenues of entertainment. Thanks once again. We know you're a busy man, but we appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me. I'd love to come back on again. I like your hot topics. I want to jump in on some of that stuff. So y'all let me know.
Don't you stay for bro mail then? We can always
okay. Look, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
You can do bro mail.
All right, y'all ready for it?
Yeah, we ready?
Yeah.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Hey, bro mail it is.
Got a message in my pocket, it's burning my jeans. 1,000 little whispers caught in between. The words we never said, they're echoing clean. Folded edges sharp like a knife. Every crease holding pieces alive. Brown mail flying through the air tonight. Written in ink, but it feels so right. Sealed with a laugh and a brother's fight. Bro mail, hold on tight.
Let's go. I like that, bro. I heard that.
Bro mail, hold on tight.
That sounds like the extended version, didn't it?
That was the long
Man, you was
version.
actually on that beat.
All right.
We haven't done it in so long, though. I think that could have been it.
I got that beat. That's the
I
beat.
think
I
it's a
think he
certain
was
type
itching.
of tempo that he needs, and it's not the traditional
He
culture
was
tempo.
itching, Lamar. He was scratching. Y'all thought it was to the beat.
First, can we acknowledge that Dr. White has a red tie on today? He didn't have it on last week, but can
That's
we
a
just acknowledge
burgundy
that?
tie.
Burgundy, okay, burgundy. I'm just saying.
This is a red
ironic.
tie, sir. It's a red.
It's ironic that he
It
had
has
that on
nothing to
today.
do with political affiliation, sir.
Okay,
It has to do with Clark Atlanta University, as you can see that
Okay.
alumni.
The
Yeah, see, I
match,
thought you
yeah.
were gonna say Kappa Alpha Psi. Thank you, brothers.
Ain't about Kappa
Only
today.
time I wear red is when I'm a Clark Atlanta University representative.
All right. Al got quiet. I love Doctor. All right, this is a pretty long
Wait,
one.
I'll light you up right now. You say something.
I'm doing good. I love Doctor. We got a long one, but I'm gonna read it really quick. All right, because you're a doctor. You gonna get this pretty fast. Okay, I'm writing because my household has become a quiet battleground, and the hardest part in this fight isn't really about us. It's about how we raise our children. I'm an African American man raising kids with my partner who is Hispanic. On the surface, we're a beautiful picture of what people call diversity. But behind closed doors, we're struggling with the cultural tug of war that comes with raising interracial children. The disagreements don't start with the big things. They start small: discipline, language, how we talk to our kids about respect, family roles, and identity. In my culture, there's a certain firmness about how children are raised. Respect for elders is non-negotiable. Structure matters. My partner, on the other hand, grew up in a home where family is loud, expressive, and sometimes a little more flexible about authority. To her, I could come off as too strict. To me, she comes off as letting too much slide. But the deeper conflict isn't discipline, it's identity. Our kids are growing up in a world that we see different ways depending on who's looking. Some people will see them as Black, others as Latino, but some question if they belong in either space at all. I want them to understand the reality of being Black in America, the history, the pride, and also the challenges. She wants them to stay closely connected to their Hispanic roots, language, and tradition. Neither of us is wrong, but sometimes it feels like we're pulling our kids in two different directions. So my question is this, Dr. Love Doctor. How do two parents from different cultures raise interracial children without turning their cultural pride into a competition? How do we make sure our kids inherit both sides of who they are without feeling like they have to choose? Because right now it doesn't feel like we're building a bridge for them. It feels like we're building two different roads and hoping that somehow they meet in the middle. Sincerely, a father trying to get it right.
First of all, I'm gonna go first. Even before I get, I have a gripe. Why is it that we have stopped saying my old lady, my girlfriend, my baby mama? Why, when you say partner, I'm sitting here thinking there's two women or two dudes immediately until you identify her. Am I wrong?
You gotta be politically correct, man. That's the political correct.
You're right. That's not. It's not politically incorrect to say my old lady, or my girl, or my baby mama, or my BM, my girl, whoever it is. But I just wonder why we moved into this. 'Cause I hear it a lot now.
That's
and once you hear partner, you automatically your ears perk up like Spock because you're listening for the gender then, so that you won't be offensive to whatever it is the conversation's gonna be, right?
Yeah, that's why you do it. Right?
When it comes to what I start to believe and learn is back in the 1970s and 1980s, there was no difference in a Latino household and an African American household with the exception of the diet.
There you go. Depending on where you
Even to the point where up in New York, J-Lo was saying the N-word. She wasn't saying it down in the ATL, but she was saying it she was saying it up in New York.
Cali too.
Where my wiggles at? Where my wiggles at? Oh, y'all remember that song? But then in the late 90s and 2000s, it appears as though as the Latino, how I say that? Latino or Latino?
Latino.
Well, Latinx is the actual
community began to identify themselves and more. They began to associate and assimilate more with the things that are more attributed to things that are separate and apart than they share with the African American community. Like we go back to this big money argument, right? Remember, Big Money celebrated everything but his African part of his heritage doing Super Bowl. It was like nobody in his family had any African in him. But if he's Puerto Rican, I guarantee you somebody has some African in him because that was part of the slave tree act. So I not to say they should not celebrate that part of who they are, because I'm gonna celebrate every part of who I am. All right. we have to stop looking so deeply for what separates us and drive more towards what brings us together, whether that's pink, black, white, polka dot, purple. We're always looking for what separates us. That's my take on it. I just wanted to go first because that gender thing just really, I'm glad I wasn't alone on that. But all right, who goes next?
Love Doctor, you want to go last? You want the amateurs to go first? All right, Rick, our guest. What say you?
So one of the things that I was going to say, I mean, if I put on my sociology hat for a second, the first thing I would sit there and say is, where are they having this gripe? Like, where their physical location? Because it sounds like they're having this kind of tug of war in the Midwest or the Southwest. The reason why I say that is because from down here and from up north where I've been born and raised, you don't have this division of, well, they're a little too loud or too aggressive. There are certain things that are in both communities, the Latinx community and the African American community. From what I've always saw, Big Mama, whenever she or Papa, whenever they couldn't drive or live by themselves, we took them in. Okay, for the most part, we took them in. We never shipped them off to a home. One, we really didn't have the money to do that. But two, that was the acceptance of having your elders there. So there were a lot of similarities to what he was saying earlier. Those similarities never go away. So I'm curious as to why are we nitpicking between it? Not saying that it's not important to celebrate all of your heritage, but as far as giving that wedge for the kids to even pick and choose or divide, or like, I don't understand that. Respect is respect no matter how you slice it. The other thing I would say is it sounds like there's more to it that he's leaving out. It sounds like it. And I guess this weaves back into what I originally said about where, because it sounds like identity politics. Well, like their mixed babies go to a school that's maybe predominantly Hispanic, or, they may go to a Hispanic school, but their after school or their summer camp may be predominantly Black, and the kids are having an identity, not just with at home, but, whenever they leave the house, and they're not with their parents. Am I Black? Am I Spanish? Am I, how do I talk? It sounds like there's a little bit more there, but honestly, respect is respect, and you should start from that point.
Okay. Al?
Yeah, I agree. Respect is respect. I also believe that no matter what race you are, you have to establish the rules of that relationship when it comes to how you're going to raise the kids too in the beginning. You can't change the rules of Uno in the middle of us playing Uno. Either we pull and skip a color, or I keep pulling until I get a color. That should be established at the very beginning before the kids are even involved. And so that's what I would say. I don't really know how to
Is that realistic though, Al?
I think so. I think that if you have open conversations about if you determine if that's your mate or not, you better understand how they think about raising kids versus how you were raised. How you setting your foundation is setting your foundation is highly important in relationships. I think where most people mess up is they don't have those hard discussions. You don't dig deep enough into how somebody else was raised, right? To understand, does it mesh with how you were raised? What are the common grounds, of that? And so I'm curious to see what, my brother, I'm afraid you got me calling him Love Doctor. Dr. Love got to say about it.
Dr. Love.
That's his name, Love Doctor.
It's a Love Doctor.
Right, App. You said it right.
Okay.
I'll say it first before he ends it, because we're gonna let his harass because I'm gonna say something a little different. I think depending on who the children are with at their time, it's incumbent on that parent to teach them that part of who they are, right? So if they're with their pops, then the father is, I think that's his gig, to teach them about his African American culture and things of that nature. If they're with their mom, I think it's okay, and I think it's important for her to teach her side. And I'm saying it from this perspective. As African Americans, I remember it was a big kind of disagreement in my parents growing up with my dad and my mom, right? My dad wanted me to
Mississippi.
But let me explain Let me explain where I'm going. My dad wanted me to know more about his family side, and my mom wanted me to know more about her side.
Okay.
My mom wasn't teaching my daddy's side. She didn't even get along with it, right? My dad, they didn't get along. So it was incumbent for my dad to be like, okay, you're going to spend time with my my mom this time when you go to Mississippi. And then my mom was like, okay, this week you're going to spend with them. And they had two totally different thoughts, ways, trains, but I got to learn both sides. So I want to share that part before we're gonna let Love. You spoke, Rick. We ending the show.
I just wanted. I had a question. I just had a question.
Go ahead.
In the letter, it said that it's a house divided. So am I to believe that they're still together? They're still living in the same home?
They're still living together, and it's gonna be a part 2 because the wife wrote in as well. I was gonna say that for next week.
Before to your point, Fred, before Lamar comes and says his part, I want to show one thing that, to your point, right? When you talk about the different sides of a family.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that y'all know. I'm ATL. I'm so ATL, right? Gravy baby all day. But one of my fellow ATLians, Monica, she talks about her family, and she does it in 15 seconds. Her mama's side and her daddy's side. Check this out.
I ain't walk 1,000 miles if I can just see you.
When I see you, I'ma push your fight, boy. Top of getting through your set, we don't fight, boy. 12
Is that not true or what?
Yeah. Two totally different sides, and they're both important. They both
totally
make her.
Different sides, but they both make her.
They both
right?
make her.
If you buck. All right, for real. So it's always interesting to see that, but I apologize, Mr. Little Doctor.
Actually, everybody put some jewels out there, and I'm just oblige me for a second. Establishing rules. That's my brother Ab said. You got to establish your rules up front. And while you establish rules up front, you have to have the flexibility to know that certain things are going to change depending on the political climate and things of that such. But there's some rules that are going to be universal, so you got to establish that. And one thing I know about the Black household and the Latinx household is religion means a lot, right? So even if you start there with the religious basis. Someone else talked about just having like this mutual respect. I think you got to find the commonalities. And with those commonalities, use that to build a foundation, because right now, I think that the relationship has a shaky foundation. History. So understanding the history of our cultures, and the similarities. So we talked one about religion, but there's other types of things. We talk about respect for your elders and other customs, right? And how much food and music and both of these cultures mean a lot, right? So celebrations are something that in both cultures are very, very, very strong. So, and that came from you all. What I would add on to that is communication, compromise, and partnership. Understanding that this partnership started because both y'all fell in love with each other and you had children. You had children probably at I hate to say it this way, at a really tenuous time where we have a person that's in office that is employing people to basically enslave or deport some citizens and some not citizens. So I really, really think that during this partnership, you guys have to rely on each other. And where Fred, I have to oppose of what you're saying is, I don't believe that the woman should only talk about her culture. I think it's her job to know why she fell in love with this man, and the man's job to know why he fell in love with her, because that's the true embracing of the mixture of this culture, right? So understanding man. Understanding communication through all this is going to be effective. And there's no such thing as a bad conversation. Just it's only a bad conversation you walk away from it. Meaning that I've had hard conversations with everybody on this call. Everybody except DJ Rich, right? But you know what I'm saying? Those conversations that are the most difficult, you learn the most from, right? And I definitely have learned the most from that. And I would say in a relationship, when I have those difficult conversations, but being able to work through them is what's going to define a relationship. Again, go down to partnership, going down to just foundation, and then compromise. Understanding that, hey, you're not always going to get it right, and it's all right to be in this point right here, but it's not all right to stay in this point. So then you have to think about identity is very, very fundamental and important. Culture is very fundamental and important. Connection to your community is very important, right? Appreciate these differences, right? Embrace these differences, because these kids cannot separate themselves from these identities. They're all a melting pot at this point in time. So with that being said, I said a lot. You guys had already said
that was some jewels, though.
That was some jewels, man. That was good.
So I'm just gonna wrap this up with saying this, right? The reality for Black and brown, biracial children at this point in time is we're always going to have to be 10 times better than our white counterparts. 10 times more patient, 10 times more educated, work 10 times harder. And especially now, right? When you walk into a classroom, when you walk into a business, they're already going to be like, especially since you're biracial, oh, is he or her a citizen? Should we call ICE? And then you gotta we talk about birthright and all this other stuff that's gonna be out there. So this is the time where, you know, when we talk about having a strong sense of self, one thing to all the brothers on this call is you guys are part of a fraternity or organization outside of being an African American male. And you know, when you know your history, ain't nobody can mess with you. We put the Masons on the call, whatever lodge y'all from, y'all know how y'all get down. So y'all know how when y'all walk and when y'all talk, you know what it is. Follow Noops on the call, y'all know what it is. You know, you walk up, you do what you do, you say what you say. And for the one Alpha brother on the call, I mean, y'all do y'all little grip, so I don't know nothing about that. But you do, if you know your damn history. But one thing that people cannot mess with is your history, right? So if you have a strong sense of self, nobody can mess with you. No one can mess with you. No one can get you off your square. And that means that even when you're challenged, if you know yourself, and it's going to be becoming on both of these parents to pour into their children, expose them to the culture. If that means going back to the motherland, if that's Africa, going back to the motherland of Mexico, and letting them see those those customs, let them interact with their elders so they can build that culture, build that identity, build that foundation, and then let them go out into the world. But I don't think it's one or the other. I think it's both. You guys loved each other. You guys fell in love. You guys went before God and said, hey, I'm going to accept you on your good days and your bad days. And just because your bad days are bad, don't mean I'm going to leave you. So this is one of those bad days. You got to hang in there. You got to move forward. So that's what I have for.
Man, that was good.
That was
just you know what I'm saying, take it and just
hey, you got some jewels. So I want to suggest a subject, a topic.
Oh, here we go.
No,
ain't no telling.
This is the one thing I want to talk about, because y'all remember, y'all may not, y'all remember. I'm just gonna play it. We need to talk about this.
Here we go.
And understand what really happened. And understand, is it okay? Is it not okay?
Oh.
Gratefully, but not knowing that they ain't making or breaking me. My life, I live it to the limit and I love it. Now I can breathe again, baby, now I can breathe again. Now people screaming, what's the deal with you and so and so. I tell them niggas my niggas, but they don't hear me though.
Ja Rule wrote that.
Now we are in 2026. But that conversation is still happening.
I think
What's
that's
that?
gonna be another
Because
debate.
she said it, and then that was a song I think Big Pun said it in.
Yeah, Fat Joe.
Right?
Yeah,
Fat Joe too.
That was
Fat
J
Joe.
Lo. I thought that was Ashanti.
No, it was J Lo.
No, it was.
It could have been Ashanti.
It was supposed to be Ashanti.
Because you know Ashanti sang a lot of J Lo songs.
I think that's gonna be a debatable topic, you guys. I think it's
Now,
gonna
I think we should talk about it.
be.
Does the word belong to us, or does it not?
I can't invite myself back for that conversation, but I would love to, because I can tell you I can tell you the origin of where that came from the North Side.
Hey, but none of us are from the North but you. So we may just have to drag you back down here to talk to us.
Yeah, because y'all do it a lot up here in New York.
We gotta, I think we need to talk about it though. What y'all think? We can talk about it later, but I know it's a little controversial, but we cooked some chili and we doing pretty good. The chili we cooked.
Chili got chilled. Y'all didn't chill my chili, man. Oh, wow.
Yeah, leave my chili alone.
Nice.
All right. Good night,
Like,
America.
share, and subscribe.
Appreciate you guys.
On all platforms. www.BROTHAZ.com.
Pull up a chair, 3 minds, 1 heart, we're everywhere.
I know you look part. I got some lotion on my hand. Rub this lotion in.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right.
Lunch it out. I didn't even see it.